Illustrated 2010 Fighter of the Decade, Andre Ward, and two-time welterweight champion Shawn Showtime Porter. Thank you guys for joining us.
For having us.
Listen, let's start with the commission banning these guys from having a stare down today. I think it's a bit of an overreaction, but I also think the tension is really high between these two guys. The emotion is real.
I'm in the same vein that you're in. Like, the beef is real. Like, you're really trying to hurt me. You know, and that's how Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury feel, that each of those guys are trying to take food out of their babies' mouths, and that's real in boxing because when you lose a fight, your pay scale changes. You don't make that amount in the next fight. So all of that stuff that we say is real. So they're dealing with all of that, the magnitude of the event, and then you got a guy in your face talking crazy. So it's going to be some tension. I think if they were able to do the weigh-in later today, face-to-face, I think they'd be fine. But Bob Bennett, the executive officer, the head commissioner here, I get it. He's not trying to mess up his money, and he's not trying to mess up their money, so he's taking precaution.
But Dre, it is what it is. Wednesday. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a face-off like you saw on Wednesday? It was premature. It was early. But I got an epic face-off. I had never seen a face-off like that ended the way that they were able to resolve it. So I'm not mad about not having a face-off today. Because I think we got everything we needed Wednesday, and I think we're going to get the rest today.
But we've seen intensity in those moments before, but this is another level. Why is it so deeply rooted, and why are we in this moment right now?
Because it's a lot on the line. It's a lot of money on the line. It's legacy on the line. It's reputation on the line. It's bragging rights on the line. You got two dudes full of testosterone, tired of hearing about each other, tired of looking at each other, and now we about to get it on Saturday night. I don't want you in my face talking crazy. Move, get back. That's what happened.
And, you know, and Bob getting old. Bob's like, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, Bob stays out the way. He said, man, y'all young folks do that.
He said, I'm too old for this. We just going to break it up all together, get on the scale, and then have a nice day.
Are you buying that Tyson Fury is going to bring the fight to Deontay Wilder?
I done ate all that up, man. I do. I believe it. I believe he's going to take the fight to Deontay.
Okay.
I believe that there's some success that could lie in that. No one's taking the fight to Deontay. We don't know how he's going to react. Everyone says, well, he's a fighter. How do you think he's going to react? Listen, y'all see how everybody reacts when I get all up in them. They have problems.
I like it.
But I want to see if Deontay Wilder has a problem with
being
that.
the better boxer, winning on points without the knockdowns. Basically, Tyson Fury wins that fight without those two knockdowns. Why would you change that plan? Who revises that strategy?
Even again, we talk about he's saying he wants to knock him out in the first 2 rounds. Maybe he wants to get an early lead, a comfortable early lead, and then start the box after that. So, yes, we all in agreement that his best attribute is his movement, his speed, his elusiveness, and his hand speed. Use that, but try something new first. I like it.
Is it really a safe place in the ring against Deontay Wilder?
No.
Whether you box him or fight him?
No.
It's really not.
No.
Tyson Fury boxed him the first time around. He almost got counted out in the 12th round.
Yeah.
Like, that dude has an 83-inch reach. So even pulling back and trying to avoid the punches, there's no guarantee you're going to do that. And this is what we're losing sight of from the first fight. Tyson Fury, there were a lot of moments where Fury attacked Deontay Wilder, got off on him, 2-3 pieces, and Wilder had no answer. He buzzed Wilder multiple times. I was a guy who was a good boxer, but made his living on fighting guys who were aggressive, big punchers, and it wasn't from staying away, it was going to him. So I like the game plan. It's dangerous, right? It's risky, and at the end of the night, either he's going to be called crazy or crazy as a fox.
Now, Deontay Wilder, like you said, hasn't been pressed. So most guys stay outside. One, is either because of fear, or two, you actually respect how he can respond with that pressure. Which one you think it is?
Oh, it's a bunch. It's a bunch. You respect his power, but you also looking at this big dude like, how do I get in him? Yeah, where do I begin? You know, so I think for Deontay Wilder, and I think that, again, we're talking about Tyson Fury being onto something. How do I get in on Deontay Wilder? How do I attack Deontay Wilder? And I think he's trying to solve that puzzle that no one's been able to solve.
I think the weigh-in later today is going to tell us everything we need to know. If Tyson Fury is high 260s, low 270s, he's looking for a fight more than he is a boxing match. If he's in the 250s, somewhere around there like he was the first time around, he's looking more for a boxing match than a fight. I think he's going to come in at 270. I've been watching him. 1 minute he looks lean. Next minute I'm like, this dude really is 270.
He been
That's
doing
gonna
it
tell
all.
us what we need to know.
He been wearing jackets with sweatshirts on top.
Yeah,
He
that's
playing
You know what I
mind
mean?
games.
Yeah, he been wearing the suits, the nice suits and all that. So he's playing mind games. At the end of the day, you got to love this. What Deontay Wilder said yesterday, I think he's made for me, and I'm made for him. This is perfect for us.
Yeah.
This is perfect for our legacy and for boxing. I think both of these guys have an energy that's unlike no other, especially in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
And we're going to see it all today and most certainly tomorrow
Yeah, I
night.
agree.
Okay, a lot of conversation about what Fury will do different in his adjustments. Biggest adjustment we need to see from Wilder.
Listen, Wilder, I talking to him yesterday, he said, I don't need to make any adjustments.
Oh, really?
I agree.
Oh, really?
But look. He said, our game plan was perfect. I just didn't execute it. I got out of myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I was a little anxious and ready to knock this guy out, so I was swinging for the fence, swinging for everything. I think his adjustment doesn't lie in the boxing style, what he's gonna bring, but it's he's going to manage his emotions.
Yeah.
He's going to manage his patience and be more poised in the ring and be more accurate. And I think that's where his success lies.
I think the biggest thing I'd like to see Wilder do, like we know what his gift is, right? The right hand. He's got God-given power. His body doesn't speak to having that kind of power. Skinny dude, rangy, but he has it. He's also learned the nuance of setting that power up. He knows how to get a guy in a certain position, wait for the right time, and get it off. I just want him to disguise it a little bit more. If I'm sitting at home on my couch and I know what's coming, that guy that you fighting, he knows it's coming
He
too.
certainly knows.
Disguise it, and he disguises it by feints, looking like you're going to do something, but actually not doing it, and then using the left hand, the jab. 83-inch reach, man, use your God-given ability.
We had Leonard Ellaby on the show earlier this week, and he pushed back against me that I think these two guys, because they're heavyweights, can lift all of boxing. If this fight is what it's supposed to do, everybody at all divisions benefits in a way that Floyd carried the sport for a while, but heavyweights can carry it even further.
You have to pay homage to Floyd Mayweather because he made it possible for myself, for a lot of us, to make the money that we make right now. He transcended the sport. Then you have the heavyweight division that everyone in the world never watches boxing, but they know who a heavyweight is. They know what a heavyweight champion is. America has to have a heavyweight champion. And as long as the heavyweight division thrives, we all thrive.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously with Floyd's reign, and as long as he did it, he kind of got us off of the mindset of, you know, as the heavyweight division goes, the sport goes. So it's not quite that anymore. But anytime the heavyweight division is thriving, boxing is thriving. And there's one thing that Floyd was missing in his fights that the casual fan yearned for.
What they want now.
The imminence, right? Feeling like this fight could end at any point in time. I respected Floyd, right? He was one of my legends, one of the guys I looked up to, but I understood the nuance of what I was looking at. The casual fan doesn't. But they understand a knockout.
They understand the knockout.
They understand that clearly.
We getting that tomorrow.
Ooh.
Now ask me who.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there right now because if you look at this, we've all seen big fights. This seems really big. I mean, as I was coming in around 8 this morning, I saw at the lobby bar, MGM is packed. Y'all ain't catch that. But it is mega, but which one is the bigger star? Is it Fury or is it Wilder?
The bigger star? It's gotta be Fury because Fury he's multi-dimensional. You know, he can do a whole lot, and he can do that everywhere. He just did it in the WWE. He just did it in wherever they were. They were in Europe or something like that, in Africa. He did it over there. He's been everywhere. He's been able to translate everywhere he's been. So I think right now...
So this draw is greater for Fury, you think, right now, than it is Wilder?
You know, and they got into that argument during the presser. Who brought all these people here?
That's what I'm asking.
They both did.
Yeah, don't do that. Get off that fence. Which
They both did.
Okay.
But if we being real, it's a lot of foreigners here today. There's a lot of foreigners here
Listen,
today.
I'm not going to get caught up in all the semantics of who brought the fans, who didn't. The winner of this fight, that's the bigger star. That's the one that's going to graduate. That's the one that's going to be the household name. They both getting a check, but one person's leaving here with a different cachet when they get out that ring if they get their hand raised.
Shawn saying there's going to be a knockout. Do you believe that? And if so, who's getting knocked out?
So this has been my stance on a prediction. I haven't predicted all week. Everybody's pushing back on me. Come on, you're dancing. No, I'm not. This fight is
I'm dancing.
This fight is too close to call on paper. And then obviously what we saw in the first fight, it was a split draw. There's nothing polarizing about either guy where I can say, this dude is going to win the fight. But that speaks to the magnitude of this fight. This speaks to the fact that this is a super fight. And the winner of this fight is going to be the guy that executes under the lights, and I don't know who that is. So we present the facts, right? We make a case for both guys, then we step back and let them be great.
But Dre, come on now.
Step back and let them be great.
But we in Vegas.
Can we do that?
In the spirit of gambling.
Step back and let them be
No, we ain't
great.
getting that.
Can we step back and let
Take
them
a
be
risk
great?
sometime, man. Roll the dice right now.
I do
Dre.
that 90% of the time. 10%, I gotta be wise too, though.
Oh, man, you're too buttoned up with that response right there.
Okay, what's your pick?
Obviously,
I say Wilder. early.
obviously Wilder can do it with one punch.
Yeah.
Fury is going to have to be
I think it's going to be
multiple.
a accumulation, yeah.
If you think there's going
Which
to be a
happens
knockout
first.
and one guy only
Exactly.
needs one punch,
Yeah.
you think Wilder's going to knock him out. You do.
What happened was, y'all stop. Y'all came in with me.
See, that's what happened when you forced to make a pick.
At the end of the
Stand your
day.
ground, Shawn.
Bomb squad!
To this day, Andre, these guys in this big of a fight, could you come out of retirement and fight this kind of money that they're generating? Could you come out of retirement and want to fight one of these guys at the heavyweight division?
In theory.
In theory?
I played that back and forth multiple times. In theory. I like where I'm sitting right now. I like sitting here with y'all. In my crew at ESPN, I like it. I like chilling.
We don't hit back, huh?
See, the thing is this. That's why I say in theory, because you can come up with all these ideas, the money, the opportunity, but then you start remembering the pain. Then you start remembering what it feels like to be hit. And all of a sudden, those stars they just go away. Random. They just go poof.
Right.
I just ignored that response.
But he's still active, though. He can't think like I think.
No.
But look, he gonna call me one day and say, man, I know what you're talking about.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.